Welcome to Kwaminat TV again. Today too, I'm here with a beautiful, wonderful lady. I said a lady that we met a few months ago, and she also is a YouTuber. But then she does different things. And right now that as I'm talking to you now, guys, guess where she is? Canada. She is in Canada, but we are connected now here in Ghana. What I'm going to say is, as you guys all know that nowadays a lot of scamming and all those things are happening in Ghana with the diasporas. It's not only the African American or the African descendants are coming, it's also the Ghanaian diasporas. It's happening to them. And this lady that with me here now has also happened to her. She came to Ghana, she did what she wanted to do, she couldn't solve the issue, she went back. Now she's going to give us a bit rundown of what happened to her and also tell us exactly what she does. What she does in Canada and how she managed to get to Canada and why Canada. This lady, I know her, but you guys don't know her. So I'm going to give her a platform. Mrs. Thompson. Is it Thomas? Thompson, yeah.
Thompson, yes.
Yeah, Mrs. Thompson. Mrs. Thompson, I know you, but the audience don't know you. Who is Mrs. Thompson, please?
Hi, Kwaminat. Thanks for having me. It was nice meeting you. Well, my name is Manuela Thompson. I grew up mostly in Ghana. I just came to Canada in 2010 to study. I'm a physicist, so I'm here with my family and my son and my mom as well, but my mom went back to Ghana. So back in August, we decided to go visit her, and also so that I can take care of some petty things that have been going up and down in Ghana that I'm unable to solve. So yes, Manuela, that's the short bit about me. I'll talk a little bit more about myself as we go on. So
nice to have you, Manuela. I mean, your time is precious. I know you guys over there, as I know, time is precious. For you to have time to, to come on Kwaminat TV to share your story, it's amazing. And I appreciate you. First of all, Manuela, let's come to Ghana. You say you grown up in Ghana. Which part of Ghana did you grow up? Where are you from?
I grew up in Accra, specifically in the Kaneshie estate. So I was born there and lived there up until December 2009 that I left Ghana. So.
Oh, wow. And so you left Ghana to the beautiful land, or you left Ghana just because you want to live?
Well, not really. So as I said, I lived in Kaneshie, but I schooled at KNUST. So I studied physics there. And after school, I decided to do my master's degree in medical physics. So I applied to a few US schools and Canadian schools, and I got accepted into a Canadian school with a full scholarship. So that's how I ended up coming to Canada to study masters in medical physics, and here I am today, still here, and it's going great. I mean, Canada is cold, but what can you do? It's a great place to live.
So tell us a bit about you coming to Ghana. We'll go to Canada, but Tell us a bit about you coming to Ghana last August. Tell us a bit about it. The reason why you came to Ghana. Tell us a bit about
Right. So the main reason was to come, like, bring my son, because to see Ghana as well, because he left Ghana when he was 5. And also this same land issue, because as you're abroad, home is always home, and one day we'll all want to come back home, and they had a big year of return. So it has always been in my mind. I started looking for land back in 2014, and I was able to let my mom purchase this land before she came to us in Canada, but then it wasn't going anywhere. The process was just stuck in the system. So back in 2018, again, my mom was in Ghana, so I made a friend purchase land for me, and that one too was just up and down, up and down, up and down. So I was like, you know what? I better come there myself, especially now that I had the time and the opportunity to do that, to solve some of these issues. Because sometimes if you're somewhere and then you're asking people to do things for you, it doesn't really get done the way you want, and the excuses, and you're so far away, more than like 3,000 kilometers, there's nothing you can do, right? So that's what I came to take care of. But unfortunately, the way the system was, I wasn't able to solve all of it, and which is a big issue, right? Because most people you talk to, they'll tell you, even me that I'm here, they've done it to us, we've lost land, so you forget it. And I'm like, this is
how,
people's hard-earned monies.
of course. How will you forget it? You can't.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But as the saying goes, in every process we live to learn, right? And
I
then
mean,
you learn, and so that you don't repeat the same mistakes again.
so what happened? Have you been able to get your land when you came? What happened?
So with
Or
the
you
first
were
land, it's the same. The document is stuck somewhere in process. Nobody knows how far it is gone. And unfortunately, the person who sold us the land, the chief, has passed away. Apparently, he hasn't even been buried yet. So, and when it happens like that, nobody knows who will replace your land for you. And I'm told, even when you take it to court, you should be prepared to spend not less than 50,000 Ghana cities, and that will be up and down, up and down. That's why people just keep telling you to forget it, because it's like almost like you're chasing a lost case. But my other land that I purchased in 2018, I was able to see a replacement, and we went to see that and did another search, which is going on. So we're in the process of having the owner transfer the title. So by the grace of God, that will go and happen in the next few months, hoping and praying that everything goes well, because it's a struggle. Someone will tell you, before you see somebody in their house in Ghana, hey, you should know
that.
the hassle they went through for them to like be living peacefully there. So
That is true. That is true. That thing is, sometimes you can't even understand. You having your money, someone will come. Okay, I have a land. It's a free land. Go and make a research or diligent search into it. But then, when it even gets to land, it's different story altogether. That's why I tell my people that make a real diligent search, official search from lands before you pay any money. Things that happen, you cannot reverse it. Like the first one, like this, is gone. You'll be chasing it up and down. The person who advised you don't take it to court is he or she is right in one way or the other. Also, she's not right because sometimes because we let it go, we let it go, we let it go, people don't learn. But at the
Farmer
same
Yami.
time, farmer yami, but at the same time, you don't have The time. The time. So anyway,
Right.
let's go to Canada. What are you doing in Canada? Yeah, from 2009, I think now at this time you finish your masters, but you didn't come back home. You still remain there. What are you doing there? Tell us.
So
You
Canada
are
is
not
great,
going.
exactly. So
Uh,
I mean, when you consider some of the frustrations there, sometimes you want to get some experience here before coming back home. So that's why I remained in Canada here, and also to establish a second home here. So that's why, yes, I finished my master's early January in 2012. From there, I went on to work. So I work as a physics assistant in one of the cancer centers here in Alberta. I'm in Alberta. I don't know if you know the song Canada Way, right? So, and then I think there's a song about Alberta too. So, Alberta is one of the provinces here in Canada. It's really cold, but we do manage with our jackets in winter time. Summertime is great, and fall. So that's what I do here. So I work as a physics assistant, and I also run a few businesses, actually two businesses, both online, and one is a consulting business that I do for immigration and schooling abroad, because I have a lot of experience in there. So I'm an expert consultant, and I'm also a digital business owner. So I show people how to start and run a successful business online. So I started the online business first before, like, all the things I learned there, I was able to transfer that and apply it into my consulting business. Because one thing I like is that I don't want a business which confines you, because I know if I were to leave Canada, I should be able to take my business with me wherever I go. So these two businesses allows me to do that. You only need, like, your computer and your internet, and you're able to work wherever. Even if you're on vacation, you can still be chatting with your clients as well. So that's basically Canada. And like I said, I'm here with my son. My mom went back. She got tired of the cold, but she's going to come back and join us soon. So that's that's what I do here in Canada.
okay, okay. You've mentioned about 3 or 4 jobs, 3 or 4 businesses that you do. I want you to take me through slowly. One is the digital businesses, online business that you do. Let's start with that one. I'm interested also in the if you want to school over that schooling business. I'm interested in. I know a lot of people are watching and they are interested to travel to school in abroad. But first, even if you go to school and you don't have business, you can't do anything. So tell us a bit about the digital market, digital business that you are doing, the online business. Tell us much.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I think after I finished school, I struggled a little bit to find a job in my field. That was when my auntie, she's a gynecologist, she told me, Manuela, in this abroad, if you really want to, like, be established and have something going instead of working from hand to mouth all the time, you have to be able to have some businesses on your own. So I used to try different businesses here and there. All didn't work great until I saw this online business. And before, like, to really do something in online, you had to learn so many things. And back then, that was, like, I think in 2010 that I was looking. It was very difficult, but thankfully, by God's grace, in 2019, um, in one of my workplaces, a lady came to talk to me about this business that she was doing. So I was like, Anyway, I did some research. I love doing research. Before you get into anything, you have to do your research and do your due diligence and see how that will work and fit into your lifestyle. And this business really did. And you know, I'm not tech, I'm more into science. I'm not into computers and stuff like that. So I don't know much about that. But the beauty about the online business is the system is an automated system that is already set up, and we provide training for you, so you have access to a mentor and a coach. So provided you can read, know how to turn on your computer or your laptop and follow instructions with step-by-step video. This is as simple as like ABC, right? You don't need like IT degree or anything of that sort. I don't have any of that degree, and it took me about at least less than 2 months to get my business set up. I mean, also it works with your time. So how much time you have to put in, that's how fast or slow you're going to learn the process. And I like that because, you know, as abroad here, everything is based on time, right? So we don't really have time. You go to work, come back, feed the kids, do this, and you are tired. So to be able to fit a business into your lifestyle that does not weigh you down is a big plus. And I think also with this COVID that came, a lot of things had to learn to move online pretty fast, right? And online is the way to go. It's a global market. You can reach a global community. Like I said, I don't like to be confined. Let's say if I had a brick and mortar business, it would just be in Alberta. And the thing that I didn't want was to come back from work and then go back again in my car in the cold to go to my business. No. So that's the main thing about the online business. And because it's an automated system, I can see that 90% of it is done for you. The 10% is you taking your time to follow the videos and the training and getting set up, right? And then because also is online, you can reach different markets. So let's say I'm in Canada, I want to do business somewhere in Europe, I'll be able to do it because of the internet connection, right? It wouldn't have been possible if it was a brick and mortar business. I would have to travel to Europe, do this, do this, do that before, and then going back and forth, right? It's a hassle. But now with everything online is great. Like online, I'm here talking to you. It's as if we're sitting next to each
Yeah,
other, right? So
great.
that's the beauty of the online business there.
Okay, I am very interested in this online business, but what is in? I want to see the money that in. How? Which business? Online has a lot of businesses. Which business? What is exactly?
Exactly. So we
I
mainly deal with companies that have been really established. So right now we have 4 different businesses plugged into the system. So we have a health and wellness one, we have a travel one, um, we have the coaching and mentorship as well, right? So depending on, so if you come into the, so we do organize free webinars for you to come and listen. It's a 90 minutes webinar. I will share my website where you can go and then listen to how the system actually works. Because it's a 90 minutes webinar, I'll just sum up how it works, but the info session is free. And then once you watch the webinar, there is $149 fee. And here's the thing why we charge that, because a lot of people are not serious. So to cut out the non-serious part, people, there's that fee, but it's totally refundable. You have 30 days to come in for yourself and see. We have a big Facebook community where we'll add you to that community, and then you come and see. And during that 30 days, you can be doing your own research and then finally decide if this is what you've been looking for, or if it's not, you can gladly ask for a refund and you will get your monies back, right? So some people are plugged into all the 4 businesses and are running it as a whole. Others still want to focus just on one, if it's the health or the health and wellness. Some too are just focused on the travel side. So it really depends on the individual and your needs, right? So is catered to the person. Not, it's not like a one size fits all that will say, okay, hey, Kwaminat says I'm interested. Okay, then you come and do all the four businesses. No, maybe Kwaminat will be interested in just doing the travel part because he loves to travel. Then you can concentrate and do that. So that's what we do, and it provides great commissions and incentives. In fact, like I told you, I've tried so many businesses here, and none of them, like when you put it together with the time and the um, income that you get, there's none that pays like this one for sure.
Okay, I want to know if, let me say, if I choose the health side, health awareness side, am I going to people's houses to tell them, hey, do like this or do like this, or this is how you're going to stay to be healthy, or what is I just want to know exactly what, because
Mm-hmm.
someone will ask.
Well,
And also,
that's the beauty about this. I'm a shy person. I can't be going to people's houses and telling them about this business. So part of the training is we teach you how to represent yourself on social media, because social media is a great marketing platform. Um, Facebook alone has over 1 billion users, not to talk about YouTube. So we teach you how to use these different kinds of social media to get to the clients that you are looking for. So right now it's very, very targeted, like with our devices that we have, for instance. So how I can get to my direct clients, let's say if I was using YouTube, I'll do my little message. It could be either a video or some pictures or information that I will put together, and I will go on my Google account, and I'll sit down before I put everything together. I'll be like, okay, who is my target? Who am I trying to reach to get my message across? I can say, okay, I'm looking for Ghanaians in the diaspora or Africans in the diaspora, and I'll gather all this information and put it into Google, and Google's AI will go and find your right client for you. So there's no knocking on doors to look for people. That would defeat the online purpose, right? Because we are looking for our time. Time is money, right? So I mean, and to sit down and do some of these research as time goes on, you can just be doing that in about an hour, and then you have the rest of your day to enjoy and spend with your family, and you let the system work for you. That's why I say that it's a 90% done system, right?
what about so you trying to say, if I join that business, do I have to? I mean, I want to ask, do I have to go and look for people also to come and join me, or what is all about? Because I haven't also say anything about money. Let me say, if
Yes, well, you
I
don't look
no,
for people. So it's kind of like, I will say, a franchise, but it's online. So let's say if you wanted to start a McDonald's business, McDonald's maybe, or KFC business, right? KFC, you
yeah,
go to them, they'll tell you to get our franchise. It costs this amount of money, and then you pay that. You do their training before you can find your store to get your product, and then you have now to go and advertise to find your clients to come into the store to purchase. With the online business, your initial startup cost is getting up and signing up for your business ID. The rest of the cost just goes into your marketing. So some people use we call it a warm marketing. So people they know or engage with already on social media. Well, you don't have to do that. Or you can also use social media to market to people that you don't know, right? So you don't have to go you don't have to go looking for people. It's rather the opposite. So you put your message out there, and the people who are interested in your product will come to you. So you see, we've reversed it. where instead I'm going to look for, oh, hey, are you interested in this? Are you interested in this? But instead of doing that, I would do my presentation of what I have to offer, present it online, and whoever sees it and is interested will come and contact me, right? I've had like friends in US, some in Ghana, they're like, hey, Manuela, they'll send me a screenshot. You popped up on my YouTube today. What is this all about? That's what I'm talking about, right? And it's amazing how the AI goes to find them, right? So we teach you how to learn all of these things. It's all about targeting and having your targets right, who your ideal client is, right? So
this is the
that's how
digital
it
business.
works.
Okay, this is the digital business that we spoke about. I still haven't seen how will I get money? Where and how will I get money? That is very important. Or how much am I going to get in this? Okay, let me say if I'm
Exactly. So um how much you get once you start a business, you make your plan. Let's say maybe initially my plan was to be getting, oh, at least $500 a month. Right now I'm making more than that, at the minimum not less than 3 to 5K a month. And that being said, this is not overnight. This is not a get rich quick where you start your business and say, I'm making that in a month's time, because everything takes time. It takes time to fine tune your business, to grow your brand as well, right? And as your brand grows, and that's how you start getting the income, right? So with the people that you are able to help and show, then you get your income coming in. So
um
that's why I say is all about once you start your business, we sit you down so that you can strategize, because every business needs a plan, every business needs a strategy, because without a plan and a strategy and consistency, you're going to fail. But at the end of the day, it's not an overnight success as well, right? You have to put in that 10% effort that I'm talking about. So
why do you choose to do that? Was the money that you are earning as a physician, as a science, sometimes researcher, was it not enough?
ah, it's enough, but over here, by the time you finish working, they'll take their tax. There's this a video I saw on TikTok. It's so funny. You get your paycheck, rent or your mortgage is knocking, your utility bills are knocking, your phone bill is knocking. By the time you finish buying groceries and what's not, you have very little left. And if you have like me, that I have dreams of going back home, setting up, having my own home back home and starting a business, whatever is left cannot take care of that, right? And so that's why you need something extra to support yourself. And also, what this pandemic was was a big wake up call, because so many people lost their jobs, people could not go to work, and if you were relying on just that one income, hey, what happens,
That
right?
is true.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
so
get it.
having just one income is like having a one-legged table. If that leg breaks, what a form,
That's it. What a
right?
for.
But if you
Okay.
have a table of income with and the legs are the different income sources coming in, if one
Yeah,
breaks, cry, you just be like Apache and Chiakakra, but you are not going to completely collapse.
that's true. You bend, but you still stand. Okay. What is
Correct,
the
right?
next one?
Yeah. So um that is why, and we're just all trying to prepare for the future. And I love the online business as well, because you can hand it over to your kids, or if you don't have kids, your relatives, so you can pass it down, right? Not a lot of businesses allow you to to do that. So you're also thinking about the future and the future of your kids and your family as well, right? Because the job that you are in, you cannot tell them, hey, if something happens to me, my son will come and work there.
No, no, it doesn't work
Yeah,
like that.
it doesn't happen like that. So
Let's go to the next one. The next one, the travel one, the mentorship that you mentor people about how to, I mean, because you school over there, you school over there. So about how people will get into school. Tell me a
correct.
bit about.
So with that, I've been working on that for a while now, but since I was also online with my digital business, that also gave me more confidence to start up my YouTube channel, which I was like delaying. I'm like, I don't want to show myself on video. I'm shy this, but with the school, like I mentioned, I came to Canada to school on a full scholarship, not knowing anybody. I just sent in my application. There's actually one big resource in Ghana is Education USA. They are mostly at the US Embassy in Accra. They also have a branch in Kumasi, and they have a Facebook group as well. So that is where my journey abroad started, because I used to go there every day. They have advisors, they have their books there where you can go and study and look at the universities and see which ones you can apply, which ones have a high acceptance rate. And then as you write your essays too, you can give it to the education advisors to go over for you. So that was how I was able to get into school to come and study. And whilst I was here, I had a lot of people ask me, Manila, how did you do it? How did you do it? So answering people, like every single person, I decided, you know what, why not I turn this into a business? So that's how my consulting business came about. So on YouTube, I do make some free videos on how to select the schools if you want to immigrate, because there are different ways of coming abroad. I do have some videos there as well. But if you want like one-to-one guidance with my expert advice on how to do this, because I came as a student, I applied for my family to join me, and I did all of this by myself, right? And right now, I'm a Canadian citizen as well. So I've learned a lot during this, I'll say it's 12 years now. I've learned a lot during this 12-year process. I've also helped some friends also with their visa applications, and it got approved. So all the experiences and things I learned from here and there, I've put it together in a package. So when you come for your consulting, I'm able to look at your case individually and advise you, and then we'll go through the steps, because during this process, there are petty things that the visa officers are looking at, and most people don't know. So then at the end, they have their application rejected, right? So with all of those, I can advise, and then we'll tailor your application so that you have a higher chance of being approved, right?
And what about the money involved?
The money involved for the consulting.
Yeah. Is
Well,
it
so
expensive?
initially I give a free consultation of an hour. So it depends on how complex the person's case is. I charge ranging between 1,000 Canadian to about 5,000, depending on the case. The initial consultation is free, about an hour. I'll look at your case and give you your best scenario. And then when you're ready to proceed, then we can sign a contract, and then I can help you through the process.
And what about, okay, that is schooling abroad. This is the schooling abroad. It's basically schooling. And is it only for masters or also degree, first degree?
Well, we could do first degree as well. With the masters, it's a little easier, because with the masters, most of the time you can get scholarships. with the first degree too, there are a few scholarships that you can get as well, so we can look into that. So I do both. It's not just the master's or PhD, but undergraduate as well. We can do that.
Okay. What about the next one? So we have two now. You have four businesses, isn't it? We have two now. Because people may,
Two.
yeah, you have four businesses, isn't it? Or you have only two businesses?
Was it two? Well, it's two main businesses. I might have some other things going on within those businesses, but it's these two
So the
main.
digital business, so the digital business and the consultant business.
And the consulting, yes.
Consultant business. So in the consultant business is one of the key that I think most of the people that nowadays here finishing unit, some have finished their first degrees, they don't have job to do, and they have opportunity to travel to go and study something else and bring it back home. I think a lot of people out there who want to do that. So it's one of the
So,
main.
like, what to learn? So what to study will depend on the person. Like, everybody has their own calling and what they would like to do. So mostly you can gravitate towards that. But I was lucky from a young age, just knowing right away what I wanted to do. So that's what I worked on. Like, I wanted to be a doctor, but you know, in Ghana, you have to have like 6 A's before you can go into medicine. I didn't get, was it 6 or 8 A's, something like that. Well, I didn't get all A's. I had some B's and maybe one C here and there. So I wasn't able to get into medicine, but I had some good influences around me that I spoke to, and they talked to me about this medical physics. So that's exactly what I went to do in tech. So from there, I knew that, okay, after that, I want to do a master's. So that's the route I went through. So I'll say that with a person like finishing their undergraduate, they should have at least an idea of what they want to do. What is your end process for coming abroad? Initially, my end process was just to come and study and then go back. But after I studied, I was like, oh, maybe let me stay and get some experience as well. But now, because of the way things have gone and there's been so many changes, before you come abroad, you should have your end process. Are you just coming to school to go back? Or you're coming to school and want to integrate and be able to reside in the country that you are coming to, right? And with that being said, also, you can look at some of the jobs that are highly available, and then use that to decide what masters you want to further, because you don't really want to do a course where after that you won't find a job to do, right? So that's why I'll say, before you do something, have your end goal. Where do you want to work? Where do you see yourself? That's, they ask these questions in the interviews all the time. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? And you're like, why are you asking me that, right? But it's for you to prepare ahead, and then, because once you have a plan, it's easier to walk through that plan than not having anything and just say, oh, I want to go abroad. You want to go abroad and do what? Are you coming to sweep the streets? You know, so you have to have a goal, and then you can work towards that, right? So you can't just say, I want to go abroad to study. What are you going to study? What do you want to do? What do you want to become? Then based on what you want to become. So if you want to be a doctor, then it means you have to go to medical school, right? If you want to be a social worker, then it means you have to come and study social work. So that's the programs we'll be looking at, right? But if you just say, I want to study, and you don't know what to study, if I say, okay, then let's study dance, it wouldn't work for you, right? So that's the advice I'll give in regards to that.
To that. Okay. Do you think that it's advisable for people to travel to Europe? I mean, travel to, like, come to Canada. Is it advisable? I'm just asking you.
Of
right
course, I want everybody to travel and see, you know, because as Africans, when you are sitting in one place, your mentality is different. Traveling opens your mind, it opens your views, it opens your perspective, and it opens the way you think and do things, right? So I wish that everybody will have the experience to travel and see, because then when you travel, you're able to compare where you came from, where you are, the things that work better, that will make your life better too, right? Because as you say, if you are in Accra, you've never been to Kumasi, you don't know that they have all this fresh food and things. You're just all about Accra. Oh, what you have is better, right? But there might be better somewhere where if you had traveled and seen, you would have found that, oh, maybe this food is good for my life, or this particular thing here is good for me. And then you can incorporate it, right? So traveling is good, but don't just have in your mind, I just want to travel, right? At the end of the day, or come back to the goal. Why are you traveling? What do you want to accomplish, right? Because if that's the case and you just want to travel, you are not really going to achieve much. And believe you me, traveling is good, but they have a system whereby when you come in and you get sucked in all their systems, it's very hard to pull yourself out, right? But once you know why you are coming, you will stay focused and work on that and be able to achieve it, right? Otherwise, you will get lost in the system. It's a big system. There are so many opportunities, but if you don't know what you are looking for, you won't know where to look to find it, right?
There's a funny question that I want to ask you. There's a lot of African diasporas coming back to the motherland, like the year of return. And we also here in Africa, you came to Ghana, you saw what happened. Everyone want to go to Europe, go to outside Africa, or outside Africa. What do you think?
Well, at the, at the end of the day, they'll tell you the person who has doesn't want, the person who doesn't have wants, right? Um,
Want
so
what?
yes, we
Yes.
want to come back home because at the end of the day, home is home. You know, if the leadership back home was great, some of us wouldn't have to come and
See,
like have to struggle and hustle in another man's country. You can do the same in your own country and help yourself progress, and the country will progress as well, right? Like I tell you here, Alberta is nice. The systems here work, everything is great, but it's really cold, right? In winter, it gets close to minus 40 degrees Celsius, sometimes even minus 50 degrees Celsius. I'm pretty sure even the mug is not that cold. I don't know, right? So then, yes, of course, some of us want to come back home because you don't want to live in this forever, like retiring is a great place to be. But at the end of the day, home is home. Home is where your family is. You can see yourself, and especially like Canada is not like US, and where I am, there are not a lot of Africans here, right? So you don't even see yourself. Sometimes to see your fellow Africans, it takes days and stuff like that, right? And
wow.
even though those they show you all sorts of things in the movies, it's a little hard to integrate, right? But you find your ways here and there in integrate. But at the end of the day, home is home. That's where your spirit is, and you want to come home, right? So that's why a lot of people are coming home. And some people are just tired of the cycle. I mean, you make great money, but it's a perpetual cycle. You go to work, you come back, like sometimes you leave, it's dark. You come back home, it's dark. You don't see the lights, right? You don't you don't see the light. So all of these are different factors that are pushing people to come back home, right? To come back home to be able to enjoy their life, to be able to break that cycle, because it's a go, 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 busy, 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 busy cycle here. and we only pause to go vacation 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then you start all over again. But when you sit down and evaluate your life and ask, like, you were sent on this earth for a greater purpose, then you start thinking differently how you want your life to go, right? So that's what I'll say. Like in Ghana, you can, at the end of the day, you call your friend, Brian Bobby, and I say you go for work, go and play soccer here. Here, when I
That's
come home and I've closed, I can call my friend, but maybe she has gone for evening shifts because she's looking for extra income. So that means I'm home alone, right? Everybody is busy minding their own business. Right, so that's the reason why we want to come home. We want to feel at home. We want to see ourselves and enjoy life. There's more to life than just going to work, come home, and repeat the cycle. Sometimes you don't even see your kids. You just say good morning and you are out. Then you come back, it's dark.
okay. Let's say if someone want to, I mean, join your business, be on this digital online business. If someone want to join it, because you have explained it a bit, and if someone want to join to get more details about it, where would that person find you?
Okay, so is in 3 easy steps. So my website is MannickT.com, MannickT.com. So once you go to the website, you just enter your name and your email, and I will send you a personal link to join one of our free info sessions. So that's the first step. Also, after watching the info sessions, our automated system will send you emails for at least 30 days. Those emails consist of the online world, how to understand what is going on, and also some mindset things for you to be able to sit back and reevaluate certain things that are important to you. So that's the first step. And after you've watched the webinar, if you still have some questions, you can reach out to me by WhatsApp. My number is +1 587 887-7329, and I will be glad to answer questions for you. Or you can send me an email at info@mannickT.com, and my email too is right on the website. So when you go to my website, MannickT.com, you'll see my Facebook page link there. You see my email link there, so you can just click on those and send me your message, and I will get back to you. So that's how I can be reached, right?
So by email and your website. That's
Yes,
why they can be
and
reached.
the website as well. And once you go on the website for the webinar, after you enter the name, the webinar, we have live sessions that we do every Tuesday and Thursdays. But if you at 6 p.m., so that's 6 p.m. Mountain time, so that's Alberta time. So you have to convert it to your local time. I think sometimes maybe in Ghana that will be around 1 a.m. Some people cannot stay up that late, but you can watch a replay of the webinar that will be on my website where I featured on that webinar. So I was on one of the lives, so that's what you will see on my website. And you can rewatch those if you cannot join us live. But we do have the live sessions every Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you miss Tuesday, you can hop on Thursdays as well.
And I still want to know how much do you earn? How much are you earning? You have been in a while.
How
How much
much
are you
am I
earning?
earning? I would just say put it in a bulk park, right?
Okay,
Because um,
roughly.
what
If
I
you don't mind.
earn is not
Mm,
what you earn, right? So in a ballpark, I'll say I don't earn less than 5,000 a month, right?
for the extra. How many hours you put in? You said it, but I still want to
Hours,
know.
I'll
Someone
say two to
hours do you
three
have put
hours a day.
in?
Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
less. Like if I'm too busy, I don't have time, I'll put in at least 30 minutes. Every day I check on my business, right? I have to check on my business every day. So every day, at least minimum 30 to 1 hour, I'll have that time to look on my business. That's for sure. But if I want to look into further, tweak things here and there, or learn something new that I want to apply, then 2 to 3 hours is good. At least just put in whatever time you're putting in for somebody's job, be able to put in just 1/3 or even 1/4 of the time into yourself. I see that as paying yourself first, right? You always have to pay yourself first, because at the end of the day, you're important. You need to take care of yourself, because if you are not there, the person's business that you are putting so much effort, their business will still go on and hire somebody else. I tell my friend that all the time, because he's always working, and even if he's sick, he's going to work and killing so much. I'm like, look, the day you fall down, the next day they will rehire somebody,
That is true. That
right?
is true. So
So
it,
that all that energy you're putting, just put 1/3 into your own self,
um,
right? And
you know,
lift up yourself to grow, so that you have that balance just in case something happens. Because we are, in as much as we try to plan for the future, we don't know the future, right? You can be sitting, you'll be here, somebody walk past you, the next minute they are gone, right? But if
that's
you
true.
prepare, at least it will not be such a shock on you, right?
So if do you have any telephone number or WhatsApp number or something like this that you want to give? It will come on the screen anyway, but if you also have something, telephone number or WhatsApp number, just put it on the screen and let's see.
Right, okay, so let me try and put it on the screen. How do I do that?
No, you can just tell us. I'll let some or
Oh,
just
tell you. Okay, so for like the online business, like I said on WhatsApp, it's 587-887-7329. If you're looking to get in touch with me for my consulting business, I don't mix the two, so that you can get in touch with me on
plus 1.
+1 403-307-7249. And you can look for me. I'm everywhere on social media. When you type MannickT is my brand, and that's my name. That's like my first, middle, and last name put together. So as soon as you put MannickT on the internet, I'm going to pop up, right? So
Yeah. So it's +1 4, isn't it?
+1 403-307-7249. So that's for the um, Manic Consulting International. That's how you can reach me for your immigration and school questions. If you're looking to get started with your online business, you can mostly reach me on +1 587 887
Second
7329, or go to my website mannict.com and just send me an email and I will respond.
Okay, so the second one is +5. So guys, he has two WhatsApp numbers. So one is
Correct. Yes.
+4
Yes.
and one is +5. So if
Yes.
you want to share on WhatsApp, which is nowadays easier, if you don't want to waste your time on going online, just reach out on WhatsApp. It's +1. And one thing that I want to ask you, can anyone join from anywhere?
It's global. That's the beauty about online. Anyone from anywhere. So far as you are not cut off from the internet and you have a device that will connect you to the internet, that's it. And you can read and write and follow instructions. That's just basically all you need, right? It's a fail-proof system. Like the step-by-step video training is there, and you can join us. There are people in Ghana doing their business. There are people in US, Canada, Philippines, Australia, UK, Germany, everywhere,
Or
Nigeria. So South Africa, that's why I say online is global, right? When you see that globe is truly global, so from anywhere.
Tell me one thing. What do you see yourself in the next? I will not say 5 years because I know in the next 5 years you will not be in Africa. In the next 10 years, what do you see yourself in? Do
Oh,
you
in
see
the
yourself?
next 10 years, I see myself, there's so many things that I will want to be. I have a big company with its different subsidiaries that I want to set up. I also love, apart from science, I love agriculture. So I'm working on setting up my farm as well in Ghana. So in the next 10 years, those are the things I am going to do. I'm also going to be setting up my hair and body products line. So it's a big dream. It's a big dream. And it's the MannickT companies that is going to be available in the next 10 years. Exactly. And I see myself mostly in Ghana, and I will be able to travel wherever I want because I'm not going to be confined to one place, right? I can decide to stay in Ghana a year, 6 months. I'll be in Canada, I'll be in Hawaii, but all these businesses will be running and taken care of. So that's my big plan and my big goals.
Make it clear
Little
to the.
girl with big goals.
I mean, everyone has to dream big. You dream big and you focus and work towards it. I think there's nothing not achievable. Everything is achievable if you put power, energy, focus in. So it doesn't matter how much big your dream is, work towards it. If life is there, boom, you're gonna get it. That's what I know.
Exactly. And my two books that are like my mantra, one is called The Magic, which is all about setting your goals and changing your mindset. And the other book is How to Get What You Want and Want What You Have.
Oh,
Everybody, I will say, should read these books.
so you get the books as well. I didn't hear anything about that. So where is it? Where
Or
can people find it?
I didn't write the books. These are just books that I read. I read them monthly
Right. Okay.
to keep refreshed and keep my spirit going. So these are books that when you read and you practice, it actually really shapes your life, right? So those are just books that I'm recommending. They are not my books that I wrote. You can buy them online and read it for yourself if you are truly looking to make a difference in your life.
Right. We are in Canada and we are going back to Ghana. So, thank you very much for you coming on the platform. At least explain to people. There's a lot of youth outside here. Here in Ghana, they deal a lot with, I mean, internet, laptops, but they don't have any legitimate job to do. So, you sharing this, your experience, and also advising people to join, I hope kids out there and adults, everyone who is doing other business, for you to go on your phone and just go and watch something which is not necessary, beef and all those things. I think if you use it to put it to set up your own business, like Johnny MannickT .com, connect with Mrs. Thompson, and she will explain a lot to you, or she will explain the rest to you. So I think guys will come, and the audience will also, those who are not working anywhere all over the world. The easiest is you can do it all over. It's a global. That's the
Right,
most,
yeah.
yeah, that's the most easiest. And people sleep with their laptops. People sleep with their phones.
I know.
Even with your phone, use it to work.
Yes, right.
With your phone, use it to
Now
work.
phones are mini computers, and yes, it's been
I
great.
said,
Thanks for having me on here, and I look forward to helping as many people as possible achieve their business their business goals, or if it's immigration or studying as well, we can work together to get you where you want to be.
So, guys, if you want to travel abroad for studying, not just to go there and say, I want to travel, I don't know what I'm going to do. If you are going to study, master's or even first degree, but you know, in any time you are going to do a degree, there's a cost to it. It is a bit difficult. But master's, you are going to learn something and bring it back home. She's the right person. I'll not say it's easy, but she's the right person. I think if you go through her, she will connect you into the right place, because there's a lot of fraud also around, that people fraud people in terms of
oh yeah, a lot.
traveling side. I will be honest. I know, I've been out there and I know how people fraud people. So you coming on the platform, I testify that she's genuine. If you are going through her, I think you're going to get to the right place. Keep watching Kwaminat TV, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much. And if you are
Thank you, bro. Thanks for having me. Yes, have a lovely evening.
And also, you have a YouTube channel. You didn't put it outside there. You have a YouTube channel that you
Yes, my YouTube is MannickT Thompson. So on YouTube, you can find me as MannickT Thompson or MannickT. So yes.
So MannickT. Just connect to MannickT. Subscribe to her YouTube, and also you can see probably what she's telling us here. It's more even there than what she's saying now. And you that not a member of Kwaminat TV, you know, if your first time, kindly subscribe and share. Help support Kwaminat TV to bring you more of those. This year we promise to bring you good news, and also make you aware about what is happening in Ghana. And at the same time, if you want to buy a land, if you want to buy an estate, if you buy an estate house, you need to look into it very deep. I said that make your diligent search. Make a search, research it. And if you are diaspora now, you are not from Ghana, you are not born in Ghana and live over there, come to Ghana a couple of times. Come home a couple of times before you give your money to someone, because even the locals, they scam them. As she's saying, she had a first land, that one probably is gone. And the second one, she's working on it. She prayed that within some months, she got the papers. But you need to come and see. Step your foot on our ancestors' land. Home is home. Africa is calling you. Thank you very much, my dear. Thank you.
Thank you.
Listen, adios. Talk again later. Bye-bye. I love you guys. Keep watching Kwaminat, subscribe and share. I'm still the youngest old boy. I love you guys.